Hello 503 class. I do not profess to be a videographer of any stretch, but I wanted to give you a quick tutorial on the F.A.R. just to keep you current with so many missed classes. So this is King County IMAP. If you're stuck at home, much like myself, prepare for some whiplash. Here's all of our snow. We've still got a lot. So if you can't get to school to do GIS, or if you just want to give this a quick try, I often use King County IMAP for simple sketches and information because it's free. So if you click on launch here, you can go all over the city. I kept some tabs open, but your interface will look something like this. And you can zoom on in. For our case, it's Lower Queen Anne. And then I picked a block here. As you can kind of see, I've been working on this. But it's bound by 1st Avenue, 2nd Avenue, Harrison, and Republican right here. And so if you are at home and want to try to get this project advanced by tomorrow, you can measure with this product. So if you go up here, I think it is this one, Draw and Measure Tools, you can measure different things. So you can get like your square footage of the lot. For the purposes of this class, I'm considering the lot this big, a whole block basically. And for ease of clicking, I'm measuring on the red outer parcel line, which is a combination of all the parcel lines. And I'm also including the alley, which is not necessarily what you would do, but I'm considering this blue line here my block. Or, sorry, my lot. And this will be my base calculation for the F.A.R. And then you can go around and you can also draw your block from home if you like. I'm sorry, your lot. We'll consider this a lot. From home by using this tool and getting measurements. Nope, pulling up parcel information, which can also be helpful, but we don't need that right now. So here you go. You can measure this line. And over here, it's going to tell you how much it is. So you can go ahead and do that around your buildings and your blocks. I usually start with many things with some simple sketches. Just to record the information as I go. It can be messy and easy. But this is just for me. This is not something I would see. I'm recording the number of floors, approximate square footages, and then you start your drawing. So we'll come out here. Now, if you're like me, you're stuck at home and you don't have all the tools you normally would have. So I have random pens here, and I use a lot of trace. I've talked about. And here's another sketch, more formalized sketch of my site plan. This is to scale. And then I start adding layers of information. So here I'm starting to pop up the buildings. And then I'm drawing some guidelines. I don't have my triangle, so this is not perfect. And here you can see I've done the buildings in axonometric view, and I left them as small little pieces of trace, so you can kind of pop them up and down, if you can see that. So you can play with how it looks like with trace. Then, here's my first stab at them all combined. I decided that was too many lines. So then I added some color just to play with that. You can see you gotta line it up underneath or it gets confusing. And again, I wasn't using a triangle, and these are not perfect. But then I started playing with the lines of my buildings. And then here's another version that's getting a little closer to my final. So this is what I would expect generally your could be the deliverable for this project. Not exactly perfect, as you can tell, but you can generally see the idea of how this works. Again, I was going through this pretty quickly, so I would need a triangle to do this more appropriately because my angles are a bit off, but you can see the gist. So then to do your F.A.R. calculations, remember you're taking the whole square footage of the block, which for the purposes of this exercise is our parcel or lot line. And then you're multiplying the base footprint by the number of floors. I found that this building has approximately four floors. These two have 7. And then you do the math. I'm not going to show you the whole answer here, but here's a little more information on what I was starting to do there. So, and then here is my rough calculation. Okay, maybe I did give you a peek at the answer. Again, this is very rough and just a way to keep you going. Sorry, it's probably one of the worst videos you've ever seen, but hopefully it helps. One quick note on King County IMAP too, if you haven't played around with this much, you can get a fair amount of property information online for free, especially in King County. Some smaller jurisdictions don't quite have this sophisticated amount, but you can get aerial maps, you can do a standard base map, which might even be a little cleaner, especially if we were doing true lot FAR, you know, lot by lot instead of the whole block. But anyway, that hopefully is slightly helpful, and hopefully I'll see you in class tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye.